Hi friends, today we will see what awaits you in October, what you should pay attention to, what qualities and abilities you have to show, so that the coming months will be the best for you. I will now lay down 4 cards. You may first try to choose any card intuitively. Then I will open the cards, you look at them and choose the card that resonates with you the most. On the cards, I will put dice with number on them. These cubes are made of onyx. Onyx brings good luck, improves intelligence and concentration, gives inspiration and helps you discover your talents. Remember the number of the card you have chosen. When I open the cards, you will check how intuitively the card you have chosen corresponds to your inner states right now. Then you will look at all the cards and you can choose the one that corresponds most closely to your inner state. After that, watch the layout that will be done on that card. You can pause the video to look at each card in more detail. As you look at the card, try to answer 3 questions. What do I see on this map? What do I see myself on this card? How does it make me feel? So, let's start the cards. We begin with the card number 1. All who have chosen this card, look at the layout, analyze and think about what it means to you. You see a tower. Lightning is flashing, fire, people are falling. The tower is of course destruction, but don't be afraid of it. There is a very good positive thing about this card. It always opens the way to new things. Some unpleasant things can happen, for example, the loss of a job, a business, or the ruin of a relationship. However, this loss should lead you to better options. If any loss occurs, you probably should have gotten rid of it a long time ago. So, the card could mean some other breakdowns, such as a broken down car, accidents or injuries. Just be careful and cautious. There could be some events that change the way you feel about the world or the way you feel about someone. This card can also simply mean the construction of a building. For example, you are planning to build yourself a house. That's why this card appeared to you. I will look at the other card now. It's very important what cards come up next. So, you see the Ace of Wands. This arcana symbolizes the beginning of something new. It's possible that a new idea will come to you out of the blue, or someone will give you an idea. The most important thing here is to see this idea and to be able to implement it. So, what we can say now is that the last Tower card suggests that in October something old and superfluous will fall apart and a new opportunity will arise. This can refer to a new job, a new business, and it can also refer to a new relationship. In business, the Ace of Wands signifies a new idea, a new project, a new business. In a relationship, it could mean a date or even conception. This card says that you will have a new opportunity, and how you can take advantage of it will be up to you. Let's look at the next card. So, you see the 4 of Cups. Look carefully at this card. A young man is sitting and there are 3 full cups in front of him. At the same time, he is offered another cup. Friends, this tells you that you have everything you need to carry out your plans. These 3 cups standing in front of you are your resources. and in October you will be offered something else. It's very important here not to miss these opportunities. The young man sitting and looking at the cups is not in a great hurry to use what he already has and doesn't notice what is offered to him. Friends, you have just great opportunities and chances to realize them. Also, pay attention to what you are being offered. Most likely, this is your chance. The main thing for you now is to take advantage of it wisely. As a reminder, this can apply to your business life as well as your personal relationships. Now, I am going to pull 2 cards from another deck and see what they have to say. This is the Light Sea Tarot deck. So, this is the 10 of Cups card. Look, this card radiates love and harmony. You see a couple, a man and a woman sitting together. There are children playing nearby. They are happy, they are doing well. It's a happy arcane. It can portend a wedding, the birth of a child, a family celebration. The card is good in love relationships. It can also speak of a family holiday, a celebration. For business relationships, it's also a good enough card. But it may speak of excessive force. There may be some situation that will make you nervous and agitated. You will need to be patient and manage your emotions. Let's see another card from this deck. And the Bowls again. In the Light Seas Tarot, this card means to live, to let go, to live your own life, to take up new things. Look at the card. Here stands a bowl in which something is burning, and the girl has turned and is living. The girl sort of performed a ritual. She has burned something old and is walking forward to the new. You can see that she is walking toward the sun. There is a sense of disappointment in this card. However, it suggests that you have another new path. In the previous deck, Rider-Waite's deck, the 8 is a summation. For example, a tense situation has been dragging on for a long time, and one of the partners can't stand it and leaves. No conflicts, no quarrel. The card doesn't say that love has died out. The person simply feels superfluous in the life of the other, or doesn't want to fight for his or her love. The situation can be about leaving the person you love, or leaving your family or your job. This is the way out of a difficult situation in general. Friends, if you find yourself in such a situation or will find yourself in it, you also, this girl, can perform a ritual. Write on a piece of paper all your negative emotions and burn this piece of paper. This will help you get rid of the negative energy and fill up with positive energy. Now, I'm going to take the Option Space Tarot deck and see what advice the universe has to say. This card indicates that the person is upset about something. He is sitting in the desert, shoveling sand, and doesn't know what to do. This call suggests that something has gone out of this person's life. That said, this card suggests that there is no need to sit and be upset. You know how it is in life. Something unpleasant happens, you sit down, cry, wipe your tears away and move on. That's what this card says. Nothing terrible has happened in your life. It's just something that was supposed to go away. You have to let go of that old thing and go down a new path. I'm going to draw another card from this deck. Look at this picture. Look at it very carefully. What do you see in it? It shows a whirlwind of events. There are some wonderful new events waiting for you. There is a tower, a big bright castle, and a ship that will take you to a new life. The card is quite bright and luminous. Your path is illuminated by the sun. It shows that you are going to do well, no matter what the disappointments. Let's now summarize. Look first at the card you choose for yourself and the card you receive at the end of the reading. Compare them. Do you see how similar they are? In the card you picked the girl is in the water. There are things floating around her, things happening, but she doesn't notice it because she's asleep. I would say that she sleeps quite peacefully. And on the next card you also see water. And in this water things are moving very fast. What does that tell you? Think about it for yourself. So friends, October is going to be a bit of a turning point for you. Something old will be gone, but something new will come, something very good will come. The main thing is not to worry about the old and calmly let it go. The universe says that you will do very well. It is better to shift your attention to new opportunities, so as not to miss them. I wish you goodness and prosperity. Now let's see what awaits those who have chosen card number 2. First, we take a Rider-Waite deck and get some cards. In the picture, we see a man who cannot sleep because he is worried. The swords hanging over him symbolize his fears and anxieties. However, the worries in this card are usually empty, far-fetched. The cheerful, colorful blanket hints at this. This card can also tell you of some kind of illness, but again, not a lasting one. You really have nothing to worry about. Let's see what the other cards have to say. It is the 7 of Cups. This card indicates that you are in the grip of some kind of illusion. If you are dreaming about something, making plans, your plans are most likely divorced from reality. Or maybe you are just undecided and don't know what you want. This card can also mean inspiration and flight of fancy. And that's a very good thing. The main thing here is to match your inspiration from reality. And this card can also indicate some kind of fears and worries. If that's the case, then those worries are most contrived. You don't really have anything to worry about. Let's see another card. So, you see the Ace of Wands. As I said in my previous reading, this arcana symbolizes the beginning of something new. Then the previous card should be seen in terms of inspiration. Most likely some very good idea has occurred or is coming to you. As you might remember, the Ace of Wands is business speaks to a new idea, a new project, a new business. In a relationship, it could mean a date. It could be a conception. Either way, the Ace of Wands speaks of new opportunities that will come to you in October. The most important thing for you is to see these opportunities and realize them. I will now take the tarot deck of the Luminous Seer and draw a couple of cards from it. Here we have the 5 of Wands. It's a card of action. It's a very dynamic energy. You may be actively discussing your idea with someone. In order to realize your idea, you will probably need to cooperate with someone. But this card can also mean competition with someone, a struggle for supremacy. So it can be a competition. It can be either in business or in personal relationships. There is no serious struggle here. The guys in the picture are not fighting, they are just fooling around. But there is some competitive conflict in it. This card clearly says that you can't sit back, you need to act. Let's see another card. And again the rods. This time it's the King of Wands. Look closely at the card. You can see right away that this is a strong personality. It is an enterprising person, a natural-born leader. This card indicates that you have a tremendous potential for ideas. You have a creative outlook. You may be distracted right now by some small things in your daily life. If you are confused by any small matters, ask for help. This could be either help from people or help from a higher power. You need to see a picture of what you are going to realize on a more global scale, and you need to begin to act personally. Act as this king would act. Now, I am going to take the cards or the option space tarot and see what advice they give. In this case, this card speaks of the acceptance of love and the expression of love by you. In the coming month, you need to pay attention to relationships, and it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it will be, a personal one or a business one. In order for things to work out well for you, you need to build a trustworthy relationship. When building a relationship, don't think about any kind of benefit. Just sincerely express your love for people and they will reciprocate. This card indicates unconditional love. There is no room for conditions. There is no desire for reciprocity. For example, there are such conditions. If you don't marry me, then you don't love me. If you love me, then you are good. If you don't love me, then you are bad. It is love without conditions that generates creative, positive energy. The universe is advising you to radiate such love. Let's look at the second card. Friends, this card is about the fact that you always have the freedom of choice. In order to get something, you just need to inner intention to have what you want. You know what you want. In your mind, you imagine that you already have it, and you go toward your goal. That's all you have to do. To stop worrying and worrying, you just have to let go of the importance of things. Otherwise, you create excess capacity, and this prevents you from moving toward your goal. You just need to calm down and act calmly and deliberately. Look at the map. Nothing is threatening you. The serpent is defeated, and the young knight saves the beautiful girl. If you need help, ask the universe for help and it will send it to you. You just need to know that everything is going your way and everything will work out the best for you. So, for everyone who chose card the second, let's summarize. First, look carefully at the card you choose at the beginning yourself. and look at the card in which the universe gives you advice for the next month, October. See how consonant these cards are with each other. They both speak of unconditional love. In the first card, a bear is gently and tenderly holding you in its huge paws, and in the second card, the young man gives you his love in the form of a heart. The cards tell you that you may have some worries. However, they are not based on anything at all. This month, you are destined to realize or begin to realize some of your plans, your dreams. The most important thing for you is to consider the opportunities that arise, not to hover in the clouds, but to act. All your anxieties and worries will dissipate when you start taking action. If you are afraid that you can fail and you'll be left with nothing, find yourself a fallback. You may have to compete with someone. You have a very high potential and can cope with everything. Top tip cards is to allow yourself to have what you dream, to act and give unconditional love, and you will be fine. I wish you friends success and prosperity. Now let's move on to those who choose card number 3. Look at your card again. Think about why you choose it. Let's start looking at our cards. Wow, what a wonderful card came to you. You see a girl in a beautiful, expensive outfit. The 9 of Pentacles speaks of financial well-being. The girl in the picture is very good and comfortable. The bird sitting on the woman's sleeve symbolizes prosperity, and the snail in the foreground symbolizes slowing down. This suggests that you have everything and you have nowhere to strive. You just live in your own pleasure. This is the kind of month you have in store for you lovely girls and guys. That's just great. This card speaks of financial gain. It can also be an indication that you will achieve some sort of success. Suppose you win some kind of contest and be very happy about it. It can also speak of a very comfortable place for you. Perhaps you will move into your home and live surrounded by nature. In general, you will feel good and comfortable in any case. Let's see what the other cards have to say. 9 of Cups. In the picture you see a well-fed, satisfied man. In continuation of the first card, this card also indicates that you have everything you want. Emotionally, you will feel very good about yourself. For love relationships, creativity, entertainment, this card is very favorable. However, when it comes to work, business and finances, it can indicate that you have a comfort zone and no desire to do anything else. And this can be somewhat more dangerous in terms of not getting stuck in business. Notice the stable pose of the man in the picture. The 9 suggests that it's time to move on to a new round, and the man is stuck in his condition and doesn't want to change anything. Think about that. Let's look at another card. In the picture we see a young man in a chariot setting out on a journey. The walls of his town are behind him, and new experiences await him. Most likely you won't sit still. You will enjoy love and will strive for new goals. This is very good. Perhaps you are already going somewhere, and that is why you have chosen a card with a running girl. It is quite possible that this month you will be on the move. Perhaps you will go somewhere. Maybe you will be on a journey of some kind. It could also mean buying, selling, or fixing your car. On the card you see two sphinxes, white and black. This is a reflection of the duality of your world. There is day and night, light and darkness, virtues and vices. But as you see, the charities rules both sphinxes. This means that in order to achieve your goals, you must not only use your strength but also work on your weaknesses. I'll take Tarot Light Seer deck and see what it tells us. Oh, this is the High Priestess. She says that you will definitely need to listen to your intuition this month. Try to amass your thoughts in the realm of the subconscious. Meditations are very good for this. Or just find a place to be alone and listen to what your soul is saying. How do you hear your soul? It's really simple. Ask yourself a question and answer it yourself. As soon as you answer your question, in the first seconds listen to what your soul is feeling. If your soul is happy, then your decision was right. If your soul is not calm, then something is wrong. Think about it. As an alternative, try to ask your question to the universe before you go to sleep. Perhaps in your dream you will receive an answer. Pay attention to the consistency of your feelings. Any nagging sensations tell you that you took a wrong turn. Your intuition will tell you which direction to go. The divine whisper coming from your soul is an important message for you. The way to your conscious understanding of the signs is through your own introspection. Let's look at another card from the Light Seer deck. Friends, you are on the verge of something new. This card speaks of new beginnings. Look at the girl. She is standing on the edge of a precipice, but she is not afraid. She enjoys the moment. You are like a child who is not afraid of anything and is ready for any adventure. This childlike optimism comes from the depth of your knowledge and reminds you that you can achieve all those magical things you have dreamed of. Right now you may not feel this readiness for new endeavors. You may not be ready, but the magic of newness is already in the air, and the universe is waiting to guide and support you. Listen to your intuition, trust it, and go forward. Very good opportunities await you. Let's see what the card or the Options Space Tarot advise. Look carefully at the card. You see a traveler who is at the beginning of his journey. He looks ahead and sees the sun in the distance. In continuation of the previous cards, it suggests that you need to choose your path and go to your goal. You must always choose your path not with your mind but with your heart. When you follow your path, you feel that everything is going to work out just the way you want. The card says, look for your path, on which the soul rejoices and the mind perceives everything with pleasure. When the soul and mind are in harmony, everything else adjusts automatically. When you start doing what you enjoy, everything in the world tightens up and resources are found. Let's look to another card. Look how wonderful this card is. This card speaks of love, and it's not necessarily love between a man and a woman. Although it is possible that you may have a new love relationship in October. This card can also speak of the world's love for you, that the universe is ready to help and support you in your new endeavors, to send you the resources you need. You also need to give love to people and the world around you, because what you bring into the world you receive back. The card gives advice. In order to attract the attention of others to yourself, it is enough for you to show interest in those around you. Talk to others not about what interests you, but about what interests them. Whenever you need to get something from another person, ask yourself what he wants to achieve, what interests him. Direct your actions towards the realization of your partner's intention, and they will reciprocate. So, let's summarize. Look at the card you have chosen. Think about why you choose it. Now look at the card and have been dealt as advice from the universe. Your card speaks of emotion, of the urge to run somewhere, to do something as I see it. And the card that is consonant with it says that you must choose your path first. My dear ones, these are wonderful cards. You are going to have a prosperous, successful month of October. Some of you will be financially rewarded, some of you will achieve success and enjoy it. Perhaps you are in some kind of move or journey. Perhaps you are on the threshold of some new event. These are auspicious events. These are new opportunities for you. The universe itself is favoring you. In order for things to work out the way you want, make sure you listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. It will always show you the right way. So that's a wonderful month waiting for you. Now let's move on to those who have chosen card number 4. Think back to your card. Think about why you choose it and see what the other cards tell us. Think about the month ahead. So, the first card. This is the Judgment card. A trial is a solution to some controversial issues. Often it concerns family matters. It is possible that a relative will be in trouble and will need your help. It could mean some kind of crisis in your life. But this doesn't mean that it is necessarily something bad. It could be a transition to the next level. For example, there are some problems with your business, but these events may cause you to eventually move your business to a new higher level. In general, the situation can pay out in many different ways, and you need to look at the following cards for this. To understand which way this trial will turn out for you, let's look at the following card. Look at the picture. A young maiden in a white dress is covering the mouth of a lion. She is not at all afraid of the wild beast. The girl's white dress speaks of her innocence and purity. It means that you shouldn't be afraid of judgment. The girl is the personification of the spiritual beginning in man. The lion is our physical component. The girl on the card gently subdues the beast. The lion is a strong and formidable animal. Just as strong are our instincts and desires of the body. They help us fight for a place under the sun, defeat opponents, and leave behind offspring. Without these, humanity would be extinct. The girl on the card clearly rules Leo. This suggests that you can control your emotions and the situation as a whole. You must manage wisely, trying to achieve harmony between the spiritual and the physical. If your issue will be related to business or work, the card suggests that you will have to actively defend your position and fight for your interests. But the card gives strength for this and promotes victory. Let's look to another card. This is the Knight of Cups. It suggests that you will succeed as a result. That is, you will win this struggle that the Judgment card warned you about. But you need to be sure to be diplomatic, sensual, and imaginative. Also pay attention to the voice of your intuition. Don't go along with what others are saying. Let's also see what the cards in the Luminous Seer Tarot deck have to say. Oh, that's the Three of Swords. All the same, you will be worried about the events taking place. Events can be anything on the love front, at work, in relationships with family, loved ones, friends, colleagues. And worries always have an impact on health. Friends, if suddenly in October you will have some unpleasant situations, try to be as calm as possible. As you have already seen in the upcoming cards, you will cope with everything. Take care of yourself and take care of your health. I'll look at one more card now. This is the Nine of Cups. Look at the card carefully. You can see for yourself that it brings joy and positivity. It speaks of abundance, of the realization of your dreams. Most likely, of course, you will have to make some effort to do so, because the previous cards spoke of obstacles and worries. Perhaps the previous cards revealed that the fulfillment of your dreams has been delayed. That is, due to some events related to you or your relatives, the realization of your plans and dreams will be a little later than you would like. However, your plans, despite the obstacles, will still come true. In the end, all will be well. Let's see what else the Option Space Tarot cards have to say. Friend, this card suggests that you need to give up the importance of your plans and the significance of what is going on. You need to keep things as simple as possible. When children are young, they don't think about whether they can do something or not. They just take it and do it. Let's go of the situation, and you can do it. The way to your goal is open in front of you. Always, when you want to achieve something, imagine that your plans have already come true. Visualize the result as you want to see it. That way, by sending a request to the universe, you can materialize your thoughts. If something didn't go according to your plan, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Trust the universe. How many times has it happened that an unfavorable event contributed to a good outcome? Let's look to another card. Look carefully at the card. What do you see? A boy and a girl, they are happy. This is a continuation of what the previous card said. To realize your plans and wishes, you just need to think about what will happen when your wish comes true. How will you feel about it? Try as a child to sincerely feel the joy that will be in the fulfillment of your plans, and at some point, doors will open before you and the necessary resources and opportunities will appear. And always remain yourself. Don't, under any circumstances, betray yourself. Live your life in accordance with your credo. Let's look at all the cards and summarize what has been said. First, of course, look at the card you choose. Why did you choose a duckling? A duckling is a chick. It's a little baby, but in the picture it is not so small in relation to the other objects. It turns out that in spite of its infantile age, it has a lot of power and possibilities. And now look at the card, which tells you that in order to achieve your goal, you need to become a child. That is, you must treat everything with the spontaneity of a child. You see how these cards feel together. The cards indicate that you will reach your goal. Perhaps there will be obstacles that you will have to overcome. You will overcome them. Try to remain calm. Believe in your success and go for it. Trust the universe, trust your intuition. Remember that your thoughts tend to materialize. So in any situation, try to think positively. Because what you think about, you attract to yourself. I wish you success and prosperity. Send love to the world, and the world will answer you in the same way. Friends, subscribe to the channel, write your comments, leave your feedback. Let there be more happy people in the world. See you later. Bye.